Hey guys, it's Ralph Greenwood. This is another edition of the Car Barn. Winter is getting over, and I am getting over it. So, that's all good. But, you know, I kind of spoke too soon about the conceal and carry episode. There's more stuff I want to get. This video, the conceal and carry video that's going to be coming up, it's an idea for one of my viewers. And that viewer is ContainerMan68. So, check out his channel. So, tonight, what we're going to do is I'm going to go over some viewer input. I've had some good viewer input. People responding. I love it. I love it. You know, if you haven't responded, you should do so. I welcome this. Okay. Now, the video that I did on the NMRA, it was part one. It was part one, car weights, the NMRA. And I spoke about the NMRA, and one of my viewers, Dave, BNSF, in-scale, semi-retired semi-driver. A lot of semis there, but I'm just going to call him BNSF Dave or Dave BNSF for right now. That's a lot, man. Anyway, Dave BNSF says, to thank the NMRA for some sanity in DCC. And yes, I thank them. I know that, you know, I talk about, I joke about them and stuff like that, but seriously, yeah, I'm glad they're there because, you know, they take it to the level and do their experiments. You know, and like I said in the last video, their actions help create a consistent market. And so thank you, Dave, for that. Now, Dave also says, I'm interested in the chart that Eric Hall, IMRROcom, made. I saw the video that Eric did. He printed out a calculator that you can put your, I believe his was for N-scale, but you could put your N-scale car on there and you could just measure it, and the weight and everything was already calculated. It would show it. I will put a link to Eric's video. And Dave, I will let you know that I talked back and forth with Eric about, Eric had the idea. Eric said, he said something about making a printable document, but that's as far as it went. I don't know what his plans are. He has had a lot going on lately, and I wish him the best, and my prayers are with him. And so that's all I know. But I will put a link to Eric's video, and you guys can watch it. Yeah. Okay. Now, and also, Dave BNSF asked, how need grams per inch for N-scale? Okay, what Dave's talking about is the weight that you are going to come up by, the weight per inch on N-scale, not the initial weight, the weight per inch, the additional weight. And that is 4.25 grams for every inch long that railroad car is. Okay? Now, and Dave asked, BNSF Dave, he asked again, how many grams for a 6.625 inch car? Okay? Converted to fractions, this is right around 6 5/8 inches. Okay? my result that I got was 42.33 grams. Now, for clarity, I'll explain to you guys how I got that. Okay? The car is he says the car is 6.6 to 5 inches long. Okay? I took 6.625 times 4.25. 4.25 being the grams per inch. Okay? And I came up with 28.156. Okay? Now, then I rounded that to 28.16. It was 28.156. I rounded it to hundredths. So it's 28.16. If it was 28.155 or if it was 28.154, okay, I would have made it 28.15 and left it there, okay, rounding, okay. So I have the 28.16. I add that to the initial weight of 14.17 grams, okay, and that total is the 42.33 grams, okay. All right, I hope this clarifies, and I hope this clarifies for you, for those of you who want to do that. Okay, now moving on. I had another input from Sheryl Crowe. Sheryl Crowe says, I use stick-on car tire balance weights. Now, as some of you may know, and thank you very much, Sheryl, and some of you may know that I do a number of videos about Harbor Freight products, okay? Products that they carry. I have a couple of drills that I do videos on every now. I do updates on it. Harbor Freight has these car tire balance weights, and I will put a link to that in the description of the video also. Okay. And thank you very much, Sheryl. Okay. Now, here's another one from Joe G. Or Joe, I think it's Girachi is the way you say his last name. He says, Ralph, awesome video. Thanks for the link. Do you include couplers when weighing or not? Yes, you do. And my answer to him was, yes, you do. You include everything that is on that car when it is operating. Now we approach a gray area. Because if you have cars that you put loads on, okay, and then you're doing your operations, you're taking it to a place and then you're unloading it, then you have to bring back an empty, okay? That's a gray area. I could only assume that if you are doing that you try to make that weight that you remove and take off a very insignificant weight. In other words, it's less than half. It's, only a fraction of the weight. Make it as light as possible so that there's very little difference, so that you don't have trouble with a car being too underweight, Okay. And thank you, Joe. That's a good question. Okay. Now, John Dilley, here's another one of my viewers. John Dilley says, thanks for the info. Can you use any type of scale? Okay. Yes. well, no, I'm not answering the question. I'm just saying, okay, can you use any type of scale? And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings us to the subject of scales. Now, if you remember, in the last video, I spoke about this scale here on the left, that it did not measure in tenths or hundredths of a gram. Okay, and I will turn this on here. Okay. Okay, now, excuse me. This scale, okay, what you would want, okay, the scale that you want to use is one that measures in dry weight, okay. The weights of your cars are dry weights. This scale measures, I can't even read what that is, okay. This one measures fluid ounces. You hit the unit, fluid ounces. There's, I can't, I've got too much light coming. Okay. Okay, there's grams on that one. I want to make sure we get both of them visible here. Okay. Turn this one on. Okay, these are grams. Notice how this one is only measuring straight grams. Okay. If I put, okay, that's showing me 10 grams. 10 grams straight. Let's see this one. This one's saying 9.9. Okay. What's happening here is this scale here on the left. See, now it said 10, now it's saying 9. 9, okay. This scale on the left, it rounds up. Like if it's this one here, that one's showing 10. 10. 10 and 9. Now I'm getting 9.9. So there's a little bit of a difference in these. This one here, my wife said she could use this scale. I like this one. I'm going to turn this off. Okay. Remove that before I bring it over here. We'll zero it. Okay. See, this scale will measure in tenths. Like that's 1 gram. I'm trying to get something that 1.1, see? And this is the same weight that I got with the other one, so I'm pretty close to 2 grams there. But this little scale is made by CEN-TECH. It's sold at Harbor Freight. I like it because I like to measure in grams. It's just easier for me to measure in grams and go by grams than trying to calculate a fraction of a pound or a fraction of an ounce, or an ounce and so much. It's easier to do it with this one. Yeah, the other scale that I bought, I somehow lost the receipt for it, but my wife, she's a diabetic and she's doing a lot of like portion control things, and the scale that she had was a little, it was prehistoric. I'm going to tell you that. So she gave me the money that I spent on this other scale, and I will put that back in the account. And so that's it for that. Okay, we're going to close, guys. Hey, guys. Well, we're all done for the night. So, I will, in the meantime, I will be collecting some more supplies for our upcoming video, Conceal and Carry. So, in the meantime, I welcome all of you guys' inputs, all of your suggestions, all of your comments, your shares. There's people that make these videos possible by donating to my PayPal account. I will put a link to the PayPal account if you feel like donating. If you do, I will acknowledge you. I acknowledge anybody who makes a donation, no matter how big or how small. So, that being said, we're all done. Guys, have a great night. Take it easy. See you later.